In example 3, we want to write a system of inequalities for each graph. These are a little bit tougher. We're going to be going backwards, so now we're not going to be graphing an inequality, we're going to have to write one. Let's look at this solid line first here. Notice it's a horizontal line. Notice also that points are shaded below it, so we'll use a less than sign, and 4 is where that line passes through. You could also, if you didn't know which symbol to use, you could put like a little box right there, and then you could choose maybe 0, 0, which is in the shaded area down here. Even though this doesn't show the entire shaded area, this is only shading the solution. The solution is actually going to be here and here for each one of those, so 0, 0 should work for this. So we can do that, and we would see here that we need a less than, and it's a solid line, so we're going to write a less than or equal to symbol. So you can figure this out even if you don't know. Remember, this is the overlapped area, but for this one, definitely it's going to be on the lower half of the line, and you would be shading over 0, 0 if you just graph that on your own. For the next one, it looks like we have a y-intercept of 2 and also a slope of 2. So we can write our, I'm just going to leave that inequality symbol open right now. So we can write the right half as being 2x plus 2. There's your y-intercept of 2. The slope is up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, or down 2, left 1, down 2, left 1, which is 2. Notice here that the y's are shaded kind of above that line, so I think it's probably going to be a greater than. And again, if you were having difficulty with this, just go ahead and leave that space open, and then ask yourself, should 0, 0 work? In this case, it shouldn't. It's not on that shaded side. So let's see what symbol we need to put in here and see if it makes the same kind of sense that we were talking about before. 0 with an open box, 0 plus 2 is 2, and we want this to be false because we don't want the origin to work here. So if we did this, then 0 greater than 2 is false, meaning that the origin shouldn't be shaded, and we have the correct symbol. Now with the second one, we can do something that's similar. We have a line right here that's dashed, and it's vertical, so I know it's going to be x's. And then it turns out that everything on the left side, or all the x's that are less than -3 would be shaded. And again, you can do that little trick with the open box there if you wanted to. With this one, we're going to want to shade all of the y's that are greater than this line right here. So what we can do is look at the y-intercept, which is 0. The slope appears to be down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. So we could write y negative x plus 0, or you don't even have to write it, so I'm just going to leave it blank right here. And then in this case, we want greater than or equal to. And you could check this with any one of the points here in the shaded area to see if that's correct, but it is.